Hi, my name is Mason Duchatschek, and I'm the co-author of the book, Sales Utopia, How to Get the Right People Doing the Right Things Enough Times. And my work has been featured in places like Entrepreneur Magazine, Selling Power, and the New York Times. I'd like to share a few ideas that you can use to solve business problems before they occur, and fix a few that might already exist without asking you to put your career, credibility, or financial resources on the line. It's been my experience that employee selection, management, and retention decisions either solve business problems or create new ones. You know the type. If you're a business owner, I'd like to discuss some practical strategies built for the person at the top of the pyramid. People like you who have to get the most out of each dollar without putting a strain on their resources. If you're a senior executive, then you've got a lot invested in your career. And I'd like to invite you to consider joining the growing list of over 1,000 companies who've used our widely accepted methods to sensibly manage prudent growth. If you're a human resource executive, then I want to make sure that you get the credit you deserve and the personal impact on the strategic plan that your company needs so that things run smoothly and quietly. Let me ask you, are you tired of making hiring mistakes or letting the wrong people go? Is conflict between employees and managers creating too much drama? Are you sick of putting up with individual and team performance that you know could be better? The good news is that I may be able to help, and there aren't any checks I'm going to ask you to write or contracts I'm going to ask you to sign either. Instead, we ask people from organizations like yours to complete a brief and confidential evaluation form, which may afford you the opportunity to participate in our reverse risk program, where the financial burden of fixing these problems is on us instead of you. Hence the idea of reversing the risk. We're willing to prove it, and you can be the judge. Now let's talk about what's really important. You and your employees. If you're selected into our program, here's what we'll do to help you. First, we take inventory of each of your employees' strengths and opportunities for improvement by identifying their suitability to perform many different jobs within your company. We do this by administering a behavioral assessment to each employee, which compares them to the demands of their job and identifies likely performance gaps as well as insights on what to do about them. The regular investment for this assessment is usually $60 per person. But if you're accepted into our reverse risk program, then we absorb the cost for each and every one of your employees. Next, we ask you to identify the top performers in each of your key positions. Then we'll compile the statistical data from the top performers you identified and build a custom success pattern that will be available to you on a web-based system that we create for you, again at no charge, so you know in very specific terms what each of your positions require of an individual. What you'll have then is what we like to call an inventory management and quality control system for your human resources. This system can then be used to help you make better decisions faster regarding employee selection, development, retention, and management. Finally, our experts will provide training, which usually lasts about 2 hours depending upon your questions, where you and your management team will learn to become more effective in addressing the issues we've discussed. This system and the knowledge of how to use it turns your human resource information into both a corporate asset and a competitive advantage. Now, at this point, you may be asking yourself, why are they doing this? And that's a fair question. In summary, our program is part of our contrarian growth strategy, which is about being different in an outstanding and memorable way. We want you, as a potential client, to experience what you'll get from us and to actually enjoy the benefits of the work we do at our expense so that you and the people you eventually refer us to can make the best decisions for your business. When we help you get measurable results that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise, we're betting that you're going to go out of your way to tell others, and we expect to grow because of it. The next step is up to you. Just like when you go to a bank for a loan, you realize that the bank is taking a risk, and that's why they ask you to fill out an application. Similarly, in this case, the entire financial risk of working together is on us, and we have to take a similar approach, except that the confidential evaluation form we use is much shorter and is entirely focused on your business challenges instead of your financial resources. Please take a few minutes to educate us regarding your challenges using our brief evaluation form, and we'll get back to you. Feel free to email or call us if you have any questions, and thanks for listening.